I am Rebecca Mendez, Chair of the UCLA Design Media Arts Department and founder and director of the Counterforce Lab. The lab is dedicated to using art and design to develop new collaborative insights, disciplines, and methods to research, create, and execute projects around the ecological impacts of the anthropogenic climate change. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the interdisciplinary team for our Biophilia Treehouse.
I'm Sana Jahani, a graduate student, an architectural designer, and a proud Angelino.
I'm Maru Garcia, a transdisciplinary artist and researcher.
Hi, I'm Jürgen Muller. I'm a landscape scholar and photographer.
I'm Ellie Diamant, a bird researcher.
I'm Alvaro Carraga. I'm an artist, scientist, and educator.
My name is Andrew Gonzalez, and I am an outdoor enthusiast and a lifelong student of the built environment.
I am Wono Lee. I'm an undergraduate designer and artist.
I'm Erin Cooney, an artist, educator, and activist. As the UCLA team participating in Pando Days, our project Biophilia Treehouse responds to the LA County Sustainability Plan Goal Number 5, Thriving Ecosystems, Habitats, and Biodiversity. Goal number 5 is vital because urbanization and climate change are threatening all three in the region. We are focusing on birds because they are indicator species of the overall health of an ecosystem. LA County is the birdiest county in the U.S., and yet the county is also home to the largest set of threatened and endangered animals and plants in the country. There is a great loss of green space for birds and Angelinos alike, especially in poor, underserved, and under-resourced communities. Our project Biophilia Treehouse addresses this environmental inequity. Biophilia means the love of living things. As bird lovers, we honor them by building biophilia tree houses, which are lush, vibrant, tree-like living sculptures that soar into the sky, inviting an abundance of birds to co-create places where they can rest, feed, nest, and in essence, make them a recurring home. These scalable, lightweight structures hold a myriad of native plants and are also places for Angelinos to contemplate, observe, and reconnect to nature.
Let's take a deeper look behind the design. The Biophilia Treehouse aims to facilitate conditions of success for each bird species and native plant selection we have carefully curated. This vertical structure is engaged at 3 heights in order to attract both birds and humans without one deterring the other. The ground floor is inhabited by people who can observe the bird and plant life above them, enjoy the shade, and meditate perhaps. At 15 feet above ground, the structure cantilevers into a shelf, simulating a ground-like habitat for the birds. In the above heights, we provide nesting and foraging resources so our birds can inhabit the structure the same way they would trees and branches. Our structure is a system of interlocking modules inspired by the sophisticated design of hooklet and barbel joinery found in bird feathers. The top portion of the structure is a self-supported cluster of wood members that are assembled using a traditional Japanese wood joinery technique that literally translates to interlocking hell. These diagrams demonstrate how the members come together to create a self-supporting structure that emulates the sophistication of our natural habitat. The top tier both facilitates the vertical growth of plants and the nesting of the birds, a tree of trees in many ways.
Our Biophilia tree houses are planned to be home to Allen's hummingbirds, California scrub jays, lesser goldfinches, mourning doves, Nuttall's woodpeckers, oak titmice, song sparrows, and western bluebirds. Why birds? Birds are indicator species for habitat health, and Los Angeles County is the birdiest county in the United States with over 500 species recorded here. However, this number is just over 300 species in the built environment of Los Angeles. What is an indicator species? A species whose presence, absence, or relative well-being in a given environment is a sign of the overall health of its ecosystem.
That is why our use of native plants is so important. Our bird species are sensitive to their environments and rely on specific native plants to survive and thrive. Our plant species are grasses, buckwheats, sages, fuchsias, berries, and trees.
These plants make up native habitats that allow species to move freely for gathering food, finding mates, and fulfilling their space requirements. Urbanization breaks apart these habitats. When they are no longer connected, organisms cannot move between them, leading to a smaller range for individuals and an increase in inbreeding. As such, populations decrease in genetic health and in some cases are unable to live within a limited range, leading to population collapse and local extinction. Increasing connectivity through building wildlife corridors, or stepping stones, provides habitat so individuals can move between fragmented patches, increases individual range, and allows populations to connect across a landscape, share genetic material, and prevent potential collapse.
Where to locate the Biophilia Treehouses? We're working at the intersection of three specific criteria: habitat connectivity, community park needs, and economic inequality. Mapping existing parks and open spaces, we get an idea of how scattered they actually are, especially in the LA basin. This results in a highly disconnected wildlife habitats. Our team designated 6 wildlife corridors in LA County that offer opportunities to restore avian ecosystems. For the first phase of our project, we're focusing on the southern section of the LA River corridor because it is an area that combines all 3 of our criteria. Biophilia Treehouses will connect scattered bird habitats and increase access to green space for underserved communities.
The Biophilia Treehouses need community commitment to be nurtured and maintained. In partnering with local public schools, these structures will foster opportunities for hands-on education, environmental awareness, and care.
We're in Phase 1 of our project timeline, which includes research and conceptual development. In Phase 2, we'll undertake design development, culminating in the building of a full-size prototype of the Biophilia Treehouse on UCLA campus. During Phase 3, we'll apply what we've learned to implement the building of 5 new Biophilia Treehouses in strategic places in LA County. We've already received some funding, including a grant from UCLA's Green Initiative Fund. Our vision is to contribute to a shift in how we humans understand ourselves in relation to the natural world. If the human species came to truly fathom its interconnectedness within the ecosystems it inhabits, we believe that a fundamental shift in how we design our built environments shall happen. Thank you so much for listening. We look forward to gaining your support so that we may jointly benefit our avian neighbors and communities by enhancing biodiversity, ecosystems, and habitats here in LA County.
We are a Counterforce.